Hi, we are back again. We're looking at how to promote this server to a domain controller. So, one of the first things that you need to do, add a domain controller to an existing. Right now, we don't have any existing domain. So, in case you're in an environment where they asked you, okay, maybe at a later stage during this course, we'll try to do that. So maybe you're in a work environment and maybe you work for ABSA or something. Then they tell you to make a domain controller or to promote one server to a domain controller. One of the things that you need to do is come to this add to existing domain, and of course you need to know the domain. But in this case, we do not have any, so we are making a new domain. So let's just call this LearnIT. So that's our domain. Verification consists of a single label. Let's learn this.com. Okay. So this is our Windows server. Let's just leave all this, and then let's also give the same password. But for security purposes, don't use the same password. But we're using local at 2026 just for now. Next, specify the DNS created by created DNS. I think we can leave this. Verify net BIOS name. Okay, so it's making it. So let's just leave that. Let's just leave that. Next. And one more request failed. Click run. Verification of doing purposes with network must be properly configured before you proceed. Ish. Okay. Let's just change one setting. Let's go to network and let's just choose bridge adapter. Ish. Okay, let's try and make our own internal network because I don't want to use my network. So let's try this again. Okay, I guess that's worked. So don't worry about all these configurations that I was making here. At a later stage, I'm going to take you through on how to configure your network for a domain controller. Normally, to promote a server to domain controller, you need some privileges, and yeah, one of the privileges is to have a network, rather, not a privilege. So once that is done, it will set up everything for you, and you need to log in as an admin of the domain. So for now, if you see, you come here, right? Let's just come here, say users. So once we get to users, you're about to be signed out. Okay, that's because this has finished being promoted. Close. So, okay, just let it restart. So once it restarts, I'll show you what to do. So there are two ways to log in into your server. So you can either use your local credentials or use your domain credentials. And what's the difference? So to manage users and groups on your domain, you need to log in using your admin domain credentials. And if you want to log in into the local computer, you need to use your local admin credentials. And I'll show you how to add other admins. So you can have up to 100 admins. You can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 1,000 admins if you'd like. So for this session and going forth, maybe we'll just have 1 or 2 admins that we're just going to create, And in the next session, I'm going to show you how to create users on a domain. It's very simple, and all that you need is just your admin credentials. It's so simple. Let's just wait for computer to apply settings. Let's just check how many minutes we've gone by. 5. Okay, I guess that's fine. We can just wait. Thing is taking long. I'll just pause it and replay the video once it starts. Alright, so it's done. So back again, input. We're just going to move quickly. So remember, we created our domain called LearnIT or LearnIT. So if you can see, it creates an administrator account automatically for you, and you can log in using the same credentials. Remember the old admin credentials that we're using? So in order to log in into the computer, you just come, type // and put administrator, then log in. If you want to log in into the domain, you have to put the domain name, which is LearnIT, and the administrator local at 2026. I hope that's correct. Let's just do that again at 2026 and login. Voila! We have promoted a server to a domain controller, and you have enough time to play around with this. Remember, you have valid license for 180 days. So in this session, I'll just quickly show you one or two things, then we'll go in depth in the next session. So Active Directory users and computers. Let's just do that quickly. Yada 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 yada. Okay, because it's 2 GB RAM, there's some form of slowness. So the best thing that you can do in your own time, come to settings, just play around with it and increase it from 2 GB. I think you can put like 4, 8. It goes as much as you like. So users, remember, the first time when you logged in, it was showing a red X here. That's because we were logged in with the local admin password, but this is a domain admin, so we have access to the domain. So this is the same as this thing. I've just brought it down here. So in our next session, I'll show you how to create users, groups, and OUs. So Windows Server automatically comes with some groups predefined. It has a number of predefined things, service accounts, let's check, domain controllers. So anytime you make a domain controller or add one, automatically it will pop up in this location. Whenever you add a computer to the domain, it automatically pops up on this location. I'll show you how to do this in the next session. So that's it for today. We are done with promoting Windows Server to become a domain controller, and that's it.